I'm JJ, and I'm going to do something different for now, apart from the usual guides I've been putting out on my channel. And today we're going to talk about the recent tweet posted by Paimon for the official Genshin Impact account on Twitter. Now, if you don't have a Twitter or are not a frequent Twitter user, so here's what went down. Paimon posted a tweet. It says, recently we discovered the dissemination of leaked version 1.5 content, and such behavior not only disrupts our plans to develop and promote the new version, but also causes some travelers to have misconceptions about the content of the new version. It followed by saying, here, we kindly ask for the support and help all travelers to resist leaks and maintain a fair gaming environment. We will also increase our efforts to deal with such illegal disclosures. Now, if you're not following the current trends in Genshin Impact, 1.4 isn't really that much of a hype. At the start, when I logged in yesterday, at the moment the servers went up, I was expecting something new, something extravagant like what 1.2 had. Dragon Spine, it was a whole new zone. Everyone was so excited. 1.3 was kind of okay, but we still had a bit of new content thanks to the Liyue Festival. Now, it's just bland. I'm maybe speaking for many other players out there, it's a lot of fillers, a lot of maybe even nothing. So people were expecting something really good, something to blow their minds off, something to blow their socks off when 1.4 came out. Unfortunately, it wasn't that. Although they did promise that the Lindblom event will be coming in about a day, and we'll see then what's going to happen. But for now, there's no content. It's just the usual stuff we're doing. Log in, condense resin, do a bit of domain hunting, artifact go around, do some damage tests, all that good stuff. But that's the usual stuff. We did get some updates, but they weren't mind blowing. Like, we can switch between automatic and manual cooking, all that good stuff. But there are people, over majority of them in I would say in Twitter, that went through the code in the game and searched for new stuff, and they posted it, and it spread like wildfire. Now, as we all know, when you post something on the internet, especially if you're holding quite a famous account, you're not going to get away with it scot-free. So basically, once they posted the content, people started retweeting, resharing. For me, leaks give me hype. I'm excited about the new content that was posted for what could be happening on 1.5, what could be showing on 1.5. Then Paimon, or the Genshin Impact staff, did not take too kindly of that, because even though it didn't hurt anyone, but it might, in my opinion, it might hurt the sales of Genshin Impact, of Mihoyo, because the characters that were leaked from those leaks got everyone excited. Well, maybe not everyone, but a lot of people excited. And what's gonna happen, I think, is people are gonna skip Child's Banner. Apart from maybe some whales that will see 6 Rosaria. But after that, maybe not a lot of sales. It's kind of like what I projected from the Kaching banner. Since you already, or many players already got spooked by Kaching from other banners, I mean, having a dedicated banner for her doesn't really give that much hype, because back in the minds of other people, they're going to think, oh, Kaching's gonna show up sooner or later, so I'm not gonna roll for her on her dedicated banner. So that's what I think. Perhaps the people who will roll for Child are those who really want to get him, or missed his banner, or weren't able to get him back in his first release. Then that's gonna put money in the bank for Mihoyo, unlike what happened with maybe Hu Tao. Now here's the thing. They didn't react much when Hu Tao got leaked. In fact, there was one time when people were asking, where is Hu Tao? And the Paimon, or the moderator of the account on Twitter, Genshin Impact's Twitter, even joked about it, like, Hu Tao? But this time, maybe for the benefit of the doubt, it really went out of control, because not only were character leaks leaked, but also new upcoming features, and it brings, maybe I would even have to say, hope for players that are going to expect a lot of things for 1.5, because from what I saw, 1.5 is going to be massive. And looking at the community right now from this Twitter tweet, the replies, the shares, the comments, people are divided. Some people are saying that they don't like leaks because it's kind of like spoilers, because they don't want to be spoiled when Mihoyo officially releases the information. But on the other end of the spectrum, there are people like myself who get hyped when leaks do appear. It gives me something to look forward to, especially right now because 1.4 is really dry ice. But I do expect a lot of things from the events. We will get to do co-op from the event that's similar to Fall Guys. I forgot what its name, the part of the event's name was. Then and then what? What happens if we finish it early? I know it's not about speedrunning the game, but there are some people, especially free-to-play players, even though they're like going through the game at a slow and steady pace, they're still going to finish probably all of the content for 1.4 in about 3 or 4 weeks time. And then what? What's gonna happen for the rest of the 2 weeks? It's gonna get boring if Mihoyo doesn't give out new content. But they did promise that there will be more content. But people are expecting more. That's what I'm getting at. People are expecting more, especially for a kind of major update that is 1.4. But all we got was filler update. I'm not complaining a lot per se. I'm still happy. I still love the game. I'm still happy that we get new updates for Genshin Impact. But I can't help but feel that there's more that needs to be done, especially now. This is a hot topic, especially the security. Now, hacking is a major issue in Genshin Impact. Even though there's no training or whatever, but people or hackers, for I don't know whatever reason, steal accounts and then mess around with the characters, the weapons, like upgrading talents that you don't want to be upgraded, or feeding your 5-star artifacts to 1-star artifacts, those things. It's kind of like what Joker said in that one Batman movie, like, some people just want to watch the world burn. And it's still a serious issue, and one way to prevent that is to have two-factor authentication. Now, for the life of me, I don't know what's happening in Mihoyo's office, their back doors, if they're trying to fix this or implement the two-factor authentication, because even though it kind of looks simple, I don't know how to code. I don't know how to do code, but that one update, that single update, can save a lot of accounts. That can save a lot of users from quitting because they got hacked. And in my opinion, I think Mihoyo should prioritize that if they could, because who knows, one day more people are gonna quit, and they don't want that, because if more people are gonna quit this game, then they're not gonna spend money. They're going to stop playing. Their player base is going to go down. So many people are saying that they should prioritize in implementing the two-factor authentication first before anything else. I mean, for me, I would be happy that the two-factor authentication would come first before any major update in the game. It would help me and other players, I think every player out there, to sleep easy at night, not waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning, getting a notification that someone's been trying to log into their account. No, that's scary. So I hope that Mihoyo prioritize security above everything else. Because for me, I too am scared of being hacked. I don't mind putting my UID on the videos that I put out, and I don't mind giving it to other players whenever I stream. If they want to help, if they want to be my friend, go ahead. But it still scares me a little bit that maybe one day, one person from my streams, from my infrequent streams, will hack my account. So I hope Mihoyo, if they can hear me, if they can hear the community, please implement two-factor authentication. That's all we're asking right now. You can put out a dry update, put out events for version 1.4, and it's not going to be as exciting as 1.2 or 1.3, but at least we get to sleep easy at night. That's all we ask. I was saying earlier that the community is divided because some people like leaks, some people don't. I'm going to show you some. Okay, let's skip below. Like this guy, or this is a meme account. Listen, I hate leaks as much as the next person and would rather be pleasantly surprised about new cool characters myself, but let's just take it one thing at a time. You send out surveys all the time in-game, but what has changed besides crafting one more condensed resin? That's very true. I'm happy you you get that notification in-game that you have mail, and then turns out it's a survey and they give you free Mora. That's all good, that's well and good, but what are those surveys for if you're not going to implement them? I mean, again, benefit of the doubt for the developers if it's taking quite a long time for them to code these things into the game. But we're going to circle back again to security because it's probably one of the most important, if not the most important feature that should be added into the game. I mean, we want new characters, we want new features, but come on, security. Again, now here's one. While you uploaded the patch almost 2 weeks prior to beta start, and despite most miners agreed not to leak before beta starts, please note that there are people who only think that to achieve internet endpoints. That's true. Go to Reddit. There are people who only want or only post things for Reddit clout. On the subject of leaks, I think you guys should add a two-factor authentication on the game. It's kind of weird it doesn't have one, considering how much money people spend on Reddit accounts. It's extremely weird how they reacted to leaks within one day, while the players asked for two-factor authentication since on. See what I mean? People have been asking two-factor authentication since launch, and when the leaks came out, a bunch of leaks came out, they responded within one day. I mean, where are your priorities? And more rage. So what's the future here? What's Mihoyo's next step after this? I think they were trying to send a message that yes, leaks are in fact illegal. And if you look at the terms and conditions, that they can take legal action for anyone who acquires leaks and spreads them online. Thing is, people want security above everything else. I know I've been sounding like a broken record, but yeah, Mihoyo, again, if you can hear me, add two-factor authentication soon. Anyway, thank you for listening to my rant, I guess. Thank you for watching, and once again, I'm JJ, and leave a comment down in the comment section what you think about this series of events, and I'll see you on the next one.